depth is?
Well, that's the real value, and I think the greatest strength of our roster is our depth, and we talk about that all the time. I thought Jamal Murray played a really good game tonight, probably his best game in a while, and I hated taking him out when I did because he had some good moments defensively and offensively. But Kenneth gives good minutes. You know, Nurk hadn't played in a while, went out there and did a good job. Jameer Nelson is a steadying force out there. So our depth is valuable, and if our starters don't have it going, we can always rely on guys on our bench, and to have that as a coach is very comforting.
When Levine's shots goes up, you were thinking what?
I was thinking, please, please, please. That's what I was thinking. We had worked hard enough to get that win, and after Wilson's great play and Gary's smart play, I was just hoping that we'd be able to walk out of here with the win, and obviously our prayers were answered in that regard.
In that second quarter, the defense kind of started tightening up for you guys. What was changing for you guys in that regard?
I thought our first quarter, man, I burned it like 3 quick timeouts. It was, I did not like what I saw. We were scoring baskets, they were getting it out and up and scoring layups on their other end, which is unacceptable. It was too easy for them. I think they had 14 points in our paint in the first 9 minutes of the game. Last 3 of the first and all of the second quarter, they only had 4 points in our paint. We just brought a greater sense of urgency, physicality. We trusted the game plan. Obviously, we did a great job on Towns in the first half. They came out, made a few adjustments, and they made us pay for our double teams. Rubio and Dang made us pay, and so we started playing them straight up. But I think it wasn't necessarily a game plan adjustment, Chris. It was more about bringing a sense of fight and competitive nature to the game, and that's what changed, and that's why we got back in the game.
Coach, you hit on it a little bit, but Nurk got in there for the first time in a while and seemed to give you some good minutes in the first half. Just what did you see out of him?
Well, I wanted to reward him because, hey, it's not easy not playing. Nurk has a lot of pride. He started the first 25 games of the year. We made a lineup change, and prior to tonight, we've gone 4-2. We played pretty good basketball, but his attitude's been terrific. He's been working his butt off. In yesterday's practice, scrimmage, he looked really good, and I felt with their bigs and their physicality, I think we could benefit from having him. We'll need him against Philadelphia. We'll need him against probably Sacramento when they come in. So, he's a great young talent, and I feel for him right now, but it's a decision that I've made, but tonight was a great way to reward him because of how hard he's worked lately.
How'd you come to the decision to double Towns?
Well, it's pretty easy. We're a small lineup, and we knew I didn't want to get Jokic in foul trouble, so I wanted to put him on Dang, and then Wilson Chandler. As much as we value Wilson as a defender, I also didn't want to do him an injustice and say you got him one-on-one. Towns is one of the best young players in the league, and we just made a concerted effort in the first half to double off of Dunn and Rubio, and it was very effective. Second half, obviously, Rubio, give him credit, stepped up, made some shots, as did Gorgie Dieng. So then we adjusted and said, let's play him straight up. And, some of our guys were able to play him straight up pretty effectively. But, I think anytime you play against a great player, Matt, you got to also always consider giving help so you don't leave guys on an island all by themselves.
Jamal Murray's 3 steals, 2 of them went directly into a 6-0 run for you in the second quarter. That was one of the biggest runs to really get you guys back tied at 37. What did you see from that run, and how important was that going forward?
Yeah, that run was just, it's funny, it wasn't anything we changed. Our energy changed. That's what changed. Will Barton gets a steal, and Jamal gets a few steals, and we get out and run. We had 20 fast break points again tonight. That's when we're at our best, and I love Jamal's activity on both ends of the floor. When he gets pissed, he plays well. Like I joke around about it, but I got to start insulting him, or doing something about making fun of Canada, because he goes out there and play. He played hard tonight. That's make shots, miss shots. He played really hard, and he did great effort. And for him to be able to do that, the shots are going to come. He's a great shooter. He's not a good shooter, he's a great shooter. But for him to get 3 steals, to him to get to the basket and finish and play with the energy that he did, that's going to allow him to be a special player for many, many years.